Nigeria Police Force kickstarts an urgent concern driven by widespread demands for transparency, justice, accountability, and public trust. This initiative, led by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, officially flagged off NPF training manual and basic curriculum review in Lagos, in conjunction with United Nations Development Programme UNDP, GS Foundation, and the Police Reform Secretariat PRS, addressing officers and men of the force through the Deputy Inspector General of Police in charge of training and development, DIG Frank Mba, reiterates the IGP's commitment towards global best practices.
This event is yet another powerful declaration of our intent that we are determined to reposition the Nigerian police force into a modern, professional, and people-focused institution. We are saying in very clear terms that the cornerstone of effective policing is not in the weapons or uniforms, but in the minds we shape, the values we instill, and the ethical standards we uphold. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are operating in a world of increasing complexity. Crime has taken new forms, evolving from street-level offenses to sophisticated cyber-criminal networks, transnational cartels, and ideologically driven violence. Simultaneously, the public we serve is demanding more accountability, more transparency, deeper empathy, and a firm commitment to human rights and community trust. In the face of these realities, we must confront a series of uncomfortable but necessary questions. Are current training manuals and curricula fit for the realities of the 21st century policing? Do they reflect the values of justice, integrity, accountability, and democratic policing? Are we training our officers to merely enforce the law or to uphold the rule of law with dignity, discretion, and discipline? Are we benchmarking against international best practices, modern learning methods, and emerging technologies? The answers, if we are honest, highlight the urgent need for reform. Reform is no longer optional. It is essential not just for relevance, but for the very legitimacy and survival of our institution. Our vision is bold yet deliberate. To build a world-class, forward-looking, and contextually relevant training architecture that empowers every police officer in Nigeria to serve with professionalism, dignity, and distinction. We are committed to producing a new breed of police officers who are professionally competent, trained in crime prevention, investigation, forensics, and operational tactics with intelligent deployment of technology, ethically grounded, anchored in accountability, respect for human rights, integrity, and justice, community-oriented, culturally aware, socially responsive, and capable of resolving conflicts with empathy, fairness, and dialogue.
The event, set to hold for 4 days, exclusive engagement which features officers and men of the Nigeria Police Force across the Federation, also aimed at strengthening modern ways of policing, ethical standards, technological-driven policing, conflict resolution, and many more.
What we are trying to achieve is to look for a way to transform the Nigerian police force. Though they have been doing an excellent work, but we cannot rest on our laurels. And the curriculum we are trying to design comes in different stages. So the event of today is not just one-off. After this initial review, we are going to then deliberate on training the people who are going to deliver the curriculum. At the end of the training, Then we will now have a pilot for them whereby they can test out what they have introduced as new curriculum. And it's at that point, then we now go to the force management team for the final approval to now roll out the whole curriculum to the rest of the Nigerian Police Force training schools. So this is very important, and I think it's very timely because we cannot continue to do things the same way. We have to change our approach to training, and this is why this is very important.
United Nations Development Programme and other associates also lauded IGP Egbetokun for his unwavering support and commitment for making it a reality. Police Reform Summit.
This workshop goes far beyond reviewing a document or a set of documents. It is about shaping the future of Nigerian policing, ethically, intellectually, and operationally. With the federal government's plan to recruit an estimated 30 new officers annually over the next 5 years, the recruit training manual becomes a strategic national tool for transformation. The new manual must promote professionalism, community-oriented service, gender equality, human rights, and the rule of law.
The society is a very dynamic one. Crime trend, patterns, and modus operandi continue to change. We've seen the disruptive influence and impacts of technologies, artificial intelligence, and other forms of emerging technology. The internet and other digital platforms are providing digital sanctuary for all forms of criminals. The police must continue to move with time. Therefore, what we're doing here today, look holistically at our existing training manuals. Look at the areas where we need to update, refine, and bring to tune with the demands of the 21st century policing.
However, issues raised and lasting solutions are expected to reflect across all area commanders, divisional police officers, and CROs nationwide through a diplomatic approach and friendly policing to all citizens. In Lagos, Joy Odutai reporting for Newsbuster TV.